Thank you so much, Graham. Well, sugar consumption, or rather overconsumption, has become a worldwide health problem. Long gone are the days where a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. In fact, one spoon too many could actually negatively affect your health. Now, with the festive season around the corner, many of us tend to overindulge. So here to give us a few tricks to help us keep our waistlines in check is Woolworths registered dietitian Cindy Chin, as well as personal trainer Mike Boulding. Cindy, Mike, welcome to the show. Good to have you here. I'm so happy we're talking about this because sugar is going to be something that we're going to be seeing a lot of over the next few days. But Cindy, my question to you first. There's been a lot of focus on sugar, specifically in the media, both locally and internationally. How much sugar should we be consuming in our daily diets?
So I think, it's become almost too centrally focused around a single nutrient.
Yeah.
And I think a little bit of sugar is not really going to tip the scales and really be a problem. But it's the excess amount and the hidden sugars in a lot of foods and the cumulative effect that actually results in a problem of excess kilojoules and obesity and dental caries, all those factors that are actually causing the government to wake up and say, actually, we need to do something about it.
Exactly.
So hence the sugar tax and those sort of things.
And I think it's also the acceptable drug because people have an addiction to sugar as well. But I heard of something called the Woolworths Sugar Milestone.
Yeah.
What exactly is that?
This is very exciting. So by the end of this year, we'll have removed just under 30 tons of sugar from our food. And it's across the board. So it's in baked products, cereals, yogurts, and just an ongoing mindfulness about whenever we develop a product, we question whether we need the sugar and how much should we be using and try reduce as far as possible. Yeah. So quite an exciting part of our good food journey.
I love that. That is quite exciting. Now, you say you've removed 30 tons, so which means that sugar's hiding in literally everything. Yeah. Which foods kind of have those hidden sugars?
So sugar is actually has many other functional properties besides just adding sweetness to a product. Yeah. So it's there to add bulk, it's there to help balance acidity in sour products, aids with fermentation in baked products, it helps with caramelization, the lovely browning colour, crystallization, otherwise we wouldn't have ice cream. So sugar's very useful in that sense, but then obviously it will be in products where you might not expect to find it. So things like sauces and ice creams and some of the things I've already mentioned. That's where reading a label becomes so important, and not to be intimidated by, the information on the back of a package, but actually to use it to your advantage to see actually what sugar is in your product.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to you in a second.
Yeah,
Mike,
sure.
Of course, we are in the festive season as well. As we head into the festive season, you as a personal trainer, what kind of advice would you have for us with regards to staying healthy and fit during this time?
Well, this time everyone wants to be in the sun and, you want to spend slightly less time in the gym. So I would say my biggest advice would be keep it short and sweet when you get into the gym. Superset all your exercises. You can achieve twice as much work in a single session. Work opposite muscle groups, upper body with lower body, or push-pull exercises. And you can sort of achieve twice as much in a short amount of time. Raises your metabolism, builds more lean muscle, ultimately burns more fat.
Very nice, because I always want to know, what can I do just to burn those calories, though?
A very easy and effective way would just be adding cardio in between your weight training, or if you do just do cardio, maybe try an outdoor boot camp session. Go mix a bit of sprints with burpees, lunges, push-ups. Can be very effective in 30 minutes.
Wonderful stuff. Yeah. Cindy, finally, what tips would you give us with regards to this festive season, what we're going to consume, how much of it can we consume, how can we still keep things balanced?
I think the biggest thing is don't sip your sugar. It's
don't
so easy.
Sip your sugar?
Yeah, it's so easy to drink it. Do you know a glass of fizzy, like cool drink, has about 9 teaspoons of sugar alone? 9. And we shouldn't have more than 6 to 12 teaspoons. That's the upper limit. It's not a recommendation. It's like don't exceed 6 to 12 teaspoons. So just having a glass of like cool drink is actually going to tip you over. So you're going to exceed your sugar intake for the day. Then also change it up a bit. Stick to sensible principles about eating lots of fresh vegetables and fruits, whole grains, and add spices like cinnamon and cardamom and all those other lovely flavors to bulk up your dishes, so that you don't have need for excess sugar.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Cindy. Mike, thank you for just getting our minds into gear with regards to how much we should be just focusing on the sugar that we take in. And of course, Mike, thank you for those tips as well. But can I be absolutely honest? This here drink is my absolute favorite. It's really, really good. And I'm keeping it. Let's head to the kitchen where we're going to be making a delicious Christmas cake. Yummy!